The Hearts of Gold program is brought to you by the Grow and Share Network in partnership with Off the Walter Media Productions.
Welcome to Hearts of Gold. Today we have Jacqueline from Florida with us to talk about her project, Pink Ladybug. Hi, Jacqueline. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you. Why don't you tell us about yourself and about your Gold Award project?
I'm from here, Florida. I am currently a high school student. I am a junior in high school. I'm actually a senior in Girl Scouts, so I'm like almost done with Girl Scouts, but I'll be forever in still Girl Scouts. My Gold Award project was about skin cancer awareness and protection. I want to educate younger kids, my peers, high school students, about how to protect themselves in the sun and how to use like extra precautions. And this all started because of my grandfather. He had skin cancer. So I wanted to teach kids how to make sure to wear sunscreen, to stop skin cancer, and
So you earned your Gold Award you actually got it at the ceremony on your 16th birthday, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you were a very young Girl Scout Gold Awardee. And what do you think was really good about that? And what could maybe have been better if you had perhaps waited a little longer? Because most Gold Award Girl Scouts are older, but I highly encourage starting early because of your time just gets busier.
I felt like I should have started now because when I start early, that means I can stop it sooner. So I wanted to start it early because also all these like ideas were coming in my mind. And I'm like, I just got to start. I can't wait much longer. I just got to take it and start going. So I started doing the Gold Award and I'm like, I'm going to start. I had my project plan. I was like, it's better off to start now than later on. And yeah.
And I understand that you actually created a nonprofit as part of your Gold Award. And so your project will definitely have a piece of sustainability through your nonprofit. Why don't you talk to us about what it was like to create that nonprofit and why you chose to create a nonprofit to keep your project going?
I created the nonprofit to keep my project going because I felt like it would help me raise money and be able to educate the students to stop skin cancer, to wear the sunblock, to wear the sunscreen, to wear the long sleeves, to wear the hat in the sun. I wanted to teach the kids. I wanted them to understand how it went. I also made the website too because even if you look on my website, I have a dermatologist on there. So I want people to inform other people on my website because skin cancer is one of those cancers that is preventable. Majority of this cancers aren't preventable, but skin cancer is one of those cancers that you can prevent. Like you can prevent it by wearing the long sleeves, the hat, the sunblock, and take shade whenever you can take it. And also the important thing is you also want to reapply too, because if you don't reapply or wear the right because sometimes when you don't when you take the long sleeves up to the light and you see the light through it, that means that it's not good to wear. And also it's best to try to find a long sleeve shirt that is UV protected and that can protect you from the sun.
I know one of your inspirations for your project is your grandfather, Poppy. Can you tell us a little about Poppy and how he inspired you?
He inspired me because most people didn't know what skin cancer was, especially me. Nobody knows what it is until someone in the family actually kind of gets it because they're like, what is it? I had to do some research and had to learn and educate myself about skin cancer. And he also, he had melanoma twice on his head, and he had a lot of basal cell and all that stuff. And he's still fighting it now because it's a forever standing.
So what was your biggest challenge during your project, and how did you work through it?
People were trying to close their doors on me. I spoke at the Boys and Girls Club, and that was I had to go through channels, and I didn't stop after they said no. I kept on going. I kept on saying, no, you're going to let me speak to your kids. You're going to let me. I'm speaking about something good. So, I had to keep, kind of, begging, but not really, to say, I have something to teach these kids. I had to open those doors, open those obstacles, and especially the doctor too. I had to call, like, I probably can tell you how many doctors in Florida I have called to try to get an interview to be on my website because they were like, what, you want a video? Why is this little girl? Like, I can tell you how many, like, I probably know almost all the doctors in Florida, which is good, but I had to call and call and call, and then I found the one doctor, I found the places, and they opened their doors and let me educate to them.
And what is the biggest takeaway or thing that you learned from your project?
I learned to never give up. I learned to have courage to still go through. Sometimes I felt like the kids learned from me more because it was me telling them and not some adult telling them. And I had to have a heart to do this. I can say, like, I had my heart, like, telling these kids, like, this is serious. And, like, they probably see me at every presentation. Like, half those kids were probably like, damn, that girl cries. Because sometimes, like, when I would show the video, because, like, I showed my video of my grandfather actually at some of the presentations, and, like, that just made me cry. And I was like, oh, my God, I'm crying. And, like, I think almost all those kids were like, okay, this is serious. She's crying. She's telling us this. She's giving us educational kits that have sunscreen, sunblock, and an informational card to tell us how to protect. So she's like, this is serious.
The project itself and the process for Girl Scout Gold Awards, what's something that you learned that you wish you had known at the beginning of your project?
Probably the boardroom meetings, because those were more, like, really tough and intense. Like, they, like I wish I had, like, because I would walk in and they would say, okay, you have a good project. And then they would, like, leave. I would have to leave the room, and they would come back. I would have come back in, and they would just ask me more and more questions. And I would say I wish, like, I kind of had more answers to their questions, because sometimes I think I left them without answers, and I should have left them with answers and more knowledge of what my project was. And then when I came back to the board, they're like, oh, now we understand your project. So, like, I even gave the board members the exact replica of the kits that I made for the kids. Like, I gave them informational cards, I gave them sunscreen, the lip balm, the little card that says, like, what to do in the sun and all that stuff. So I think I should have been more prepared. And I think at the end of my project, they also understand what skin cancer was too.
What other Girl Scout experience have impacted you?
They have God Awards that I also learned from. And those, I have learned a lot about, like, God and Jesus and how, like, Girl Scout and God, like, intertwines, and it's not, like, separate. And, like, I learned how they, like, intertwine. I think those would be the one thing that I've learned. And also I loved the journeys too. I love when we also did, like, the journeys as, like, a big class, and we'd be, like, reading page for page, and we'd be, like, doing the little activities inside the book. I just always loved the journeys, and I like doing the badge work a lot because I love the reading together, doing the little experiment, and, like, yeah.
I have seen on your social media recently that your new thing that you like to enjoy doing is dancing on the top of your Ford Fusion. How did that even come about? And explain a little bit for the audience about that.
Well, that Ford Fusion is actually my car, so I'm, like, really, like, I came across off of it because I seen a lot. I actually wanted to do a dance in front of my car, and my mom is like, you have to go big or go home. And I said, wait, what's big or go home? And, like, my car was, like, right next to me, and I'm like, oh, I think I know what she means. So she was like, I think you gotta do it on top of your car. So I'm like, okay. So that's when it dawned on me to start just doing it all on my car, and I love my car for that.
So you are very active. How do you balance Girl Scouts with all your other activities?
I'm part-time in the school and part-time online. So I kind of have, like, the mornings free. So, like, sometimes we would do the meetings, like, late at night, or, like, we'll do it in the morning. And it just, I was able to do my project more in the morning because I'm, like, kind of ahead in my classes. So I was able to do the Gold Award project during the morning time, and then, like, go to school, and then go some Mondays we would have meetings, and some Mondays we didn't, but we usually had meetings. It was very ritual. We had meeting. And yeah.
Is there anything else that I haven't asked that you'd like to share with the audience?
Any nonprofits or any sponsorships that would like to come and sponsor with me or help me make my nonprofit bigger, not just something little, make it really big. And like, I want to be like one of those big nonprofits that start from the ground and like went all the way up, and it's like this beautiful nonprofit. And also, I know homecoming kind of is coming to an end, and I think prom is coming up soon. What are the others? I have a big, huge advice for the high schoolers is don't tan before, because that also gives you skin cancer too. People think that tanning beds don't, but they do, because UV lights is technically what skin cancer is. The UV is like a ray, like a radiation. So like it's like you can also get skin cancer like that from like when you wear some like makeup or like products in the sun that like say like you can't wear it in the sun. It's best to wash your face and just put like, I wear a cover up that has like SPF of 50, so like I'm protected. Like I just always love to wear that. And then also I just want to say that any color can get skin cancer. It doesn't matter what you are, you can get it. You want to check between your toenails. I remember reading Bob Marley. He had skin cancer on his foot, and that's you can never. And he died too. And like you people don't think you get it on your foot, but you do. You get it in the strangest spots. You always want to look everywhere. Like you want to be like looking everywhere every single day. But yeah.
Yep. So what is your favorite s'mores trick?
I really don't do s'mores tricks. I I really don't like do camping as much. I like dancing on my car. But I like the lemonade cookies and the Thin Mints. And I like to dip the lemonade cookies. I like having them with tea. The cheese is good.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today. Please check our show notes for links to items mentioned in this episode, including Jacqueline's website. And don't forget to power your passion and conquer your challenges.
The Hearts of Gold program is brought to you by the Grow and Share Network in partnership with Off the Walter Media Productions. If you want to share your story of how you earned your Gold Award, send an email to growandshare@outlook.com. All episodes of the Hearts of Gold program are available to view at youtube.com/Cheryl Robinson. That's youtube.com/SHERYL Cheryl Robinson. Thank you for listening. Take care, and we'll see you next time.